Hi, Laurie here from the Visionary Hub and my partner Sylvia. We are so excited tonight to have Paul Niles is here all the way from Saskatchewan to do a talk at the Visionary Hub.
Oh my goodness, my name is even on the board. I feel a little bit famous.
Hi, Paul. So another question that other people have asked is, if we know somebody and our perception is that they do have an addiction, whether it's to alcohol or something else, and they're not admitting to it, and we know that the help is needed. Like, is there steps, or like what can we do as, you know, people connected to
Well,
those people?
there's so many different ideas in regards to that. You know, as you probably everybody knows, they've heard of interventions.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
which an intervention can be, if it's done properly. It has to be done very properly, because it's easy to shame a person, and that will never serve anything.
Right.
So if an intervention with a bunch of people coming together, loving people, and they sit down and they share what they need to say to the person with the addiction, they usually will listen. And they will go into treatment, but you got to have everything set up properly. So once the intervention is done, they're off immediately. Everything's packed. They're gone.
Right. Oh wow.
Now, the other one is, if I would be, for instance, someone like that, if they would be interested in talking to me, then I would talk with them. But if they're not, you can't do nothing.
You can't force anything.
Nothing. But if they are, there's a thing called motivational interviewing. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of motivational
No.
interviewing. Am I?
No.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a technique in which you learn to ask questions that are non-intrusive, that get them to look at themselves.
Oh wow.
It's powerful.
Oh,
Motivational interviewing. And when it's done by someone like me who's been through recovery, and been to the depths of hell and come out the other side, I know the real great questions asked for motivational interviewing, and all of a sudden they got this, they're going,
They're starting to think.
and that's all you can do.
That's
Because they have to, you know, say yes, and I'm going to work with you, and for some reason they made that decision.
Right.
Until that decision is made, there's not much you can do.
No.
But motivational interviewing is something that we're now using all over the world still to try to navigate that. Which, you know, this whole idea that we have to wait till someone hits their bottom.
Right.
And we don't.
Yes.
The whole idea is that we can raise the bottom, there's other things we can do. So that's important.
Okay, that is awesome.
And you know, most of the clients that get a hold of me anyways, they've been following me for a while, they've read my book.
Right.
The clients that hire me, they're willing to pay money to work with me. They're willing.
Right. They're willing and they're
For instance,
ready.
I've had
Yes.
parents pay for some children's, not children,
Yeah.
for their adult child to work with me.
Yeah.
And a few times it hasn't worked at all. Because the mother paid for it.
Yeah.
And they have to want it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I really like to work with people that are willing.
Yeah.
So do
Absolutely.
you
That
often,
makes
Paul, do you often find people, like, is it usually, let's say, a wife to a husband that's coming to you going, my husband has this problem? Or do you get people that actually have the issue coming to you? Like, what do you find?
Yeah, it's the person that wants to help is the one reaching out to me.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
And like, you know, like for instance, I had one client in Norway, and he was so impressed. He was a guy in long-term recovery. He had some serious trauma. He wanted to heal. And we did the work, and he was blown away. And now I have 5 people in Norway.
That's cool.
And now I'm still getting people from Norway.
Because
You know, I have one client in Mississippi, and then she told her sister, because she's codependent with her addiction. The next thing I'm working with her, and then she was so impressed. She's talking to her friend, and now I'm working with her friend who's codependent. And now I got
Word
like
of mouth
5 in
spreads.
Mississippi.
Yeah. Amazing. Awesome. So thank you, Paul. That was great insight. And if anybody is looking to reach out, of course, you can find Paul on Facebook, and you can order his book on Amazon. And of course, you can find us at thevisionaryhub.org for more information.